Alright guys, little test and tune. We just broke this in. It's only been broken in. It was broken in the Bodegel method. So let's see if we can't put a tune on it. We got the 41015 Nova Rossi pipe and the Triton 2148. Still running really rich. Let's try and get her a little warmed up. I am running a TS3 plug, Reds, not a Nova Rossi. I try not to run the Nova Rossi CT06s in any of my Nova Rossis because I feel that it needs a little bit hotter plug. Even if you were go to a CT05 or a TS4. But I like the TS3s in my .21s. It ensures against flame outs. Too many flame outs in the CT06. It's not a hot enough burning plug for the, especially for the .28s. In my opinion, anyway. You go back and watch Rex Welch's video on plugs. He'll say the same thing, that maybe the CT06 does not burn quite hot enough, that you should maybe go with a 5. But they're hard to find, the CT05s. So we're going to start on our top end. I do have another 2019 P5 in my in the barn, brand new in the box. So we're going to go 10 minutes on the high. I always go in 10-minute intervals. And I'll tell you, I started out at 3 3/4. I broke it in at 4 1/4 turns on the high, and I'm at 3. I started my box tune at 3 3/4. So now we're down to about almost 3 1/4. But don't go by turns, guys. Go by sound and sight. More minutes, we'll just say that's 3 1/4. Still a long way to go. Ten more minutes. Getting closer. Getting closer. We'll go another 10. That'll probably be pretty close. So that's 3 turns out. Go another 5. It's pretty good. You could probably still go another 5 or 10 minutes. But we're going to leave it there. We're going to work on our low. Pretty close, pretty good. So again, I started out at 4 1/4 on the low as well. Go another 5 minutes on the low. Pretty good. I think we'll leave it there. Bring our idle down. That's pretty good, guys. Back our low off about 5 minutes. We should be pretty close to a single stage now. There you go. Single stage. And that's how you do it, folks. Get it where you want it. Start at the high first. Get it dialed in. Push it to the limit. And then back it off a tad. Same thing with the low. Dial it in. Bring your idle down. If it's still not quite single stage, then back off your low. Just a little bit. That's perfect. It's perfect. Single stage. That's how you do it, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to fill her back up, hang out with the fam for a few minutes, then we may put this thing in the air. But that is how you achieve a single stage idle. Perfect. Bottom dead center always, guys. Got your electronics down. I'm excited about that new case for this thing. So, all right, guys. So you saw what I did. This is a tuning video for some of my newbies that they're having a hard time struggling with single stage idle. After you break it in, you're going to run a few tanks through it, a little bit rich, dial it in a little bit more as you go. Each tank a little more. And then when you're ready to put a race tune on it, start with your high-speed needle. So after you break it in, you want to put it on the box. And on the box, you want to dial it to where it will stay idling, where it'll stay running. And lean it up just a little bit so that'll actually drive when you put it on the ground, because it's too rich, it's not going to move. It'll probably die. So get it to a point to where, you know, I would suggest on these Novorossis, on the .21s, you know, start out at about 4 1/4, 4 turns on the high and the low, out from flush. And then start dialing from your high-speed needle first. Bring it down, you know, 10 minutes at a time. When you start getting closer, cut it back to 5 minutes. Get it dialed in. If you go past it, you'll be able to tell. You'll hear it chattering. That's too lean. You need to back it off about 5 minutes, and then you should be golden. Test it. Then when you get on your low, then go to your low speed needle. Same thing. Bring it down about 5 minutes till you get that optimal pop. You want that bottom end kick, man. And then push it to the limit. When you hear it chattering again, back it off 5 minutes. And then adjust your idle stop screw. Bring that idle gap down a little bit. Okay? You want it to continue to idle, but bring it down. You want the lowest idle possible. And then if it's still, do a high speed pass. If you bring it in and it's still not quite dropping immediately, then back off your low 5 minutes. There you go. You should be golden, people. Alright, anybody has any questions or comments, you know where to put them. And we'll see you guys here in a little bit, possibly hitting the ramps. So, and tomorrow's big day for me, man. Big RC shopping day, people. All nitro and gas. And I'm going to take y'all along for the ride, man. We'll see you.